Dominance. I wish I have the entry of Gladiators song for this, but it's all copyrighted. Huh. I wonder if this Rex means that at some point this plane is supposed to carry rockets. Hey guys, it's Jim here, and welcome back to War Thunder. So last week when I uploaded the video, I noticed that the playlist is actually about to hit 100 videos. Now I may not know if there's any other War Thunder videos that I missed putting into the playlist, but I'm considering this to be my 100th War Thunder video. And one better way to celebrate 100 videos is to basically play a vehicle that took me out of arcade battles into realistic battles. That's right, I didn't start realistic battles in War Thunder using tanks. I actually started it with aircraft. So which aircraft did I pick? So of course, to start off my realistic battle experience, I started off with the P36G Hawk fighter. Now let me break it down to you and I'll show you why this was my choice to go into realistic battles. Now first things first, flight characteristics. The 6 maximum speed is a little bit lacking compared to the A6M2, but it's actually not too bad. I mean, you can go towards 420, 430 kilometers an hour without tearing your wings up. But just to be safe though, try to keep it at 500 at most. But the unfortunate thing is that even though it says 500 kilometers an hour, this plane doesn't really like to retain its energy. Like, I thought the A6M2's energy retention was bad. Oh my god, this thing's even worse. But with that low speed, you know what that means? You have a very excellent turn time. 17 seconds, you can go on par with the A6M2 with this thing. And maybe even Spitfires if you have the speed. So yeah, this is why I picked this aircraft for going into realistic. This is actually a pretty viable turn fighter. And you might be thinking, it's an American fighter, right? You know, considering all the other stereotypes of nations aircraft, you know, Germany with the boom and zoom type aircraft, Soviet Union with the energy fighter, Britain and Japan with the turn fighters, and USA is basically trying to be all of them and failing horribly. Well, not this one actually. It does turn extremely well. And then rate of climb, again I really have no idea how to read this, so I'll be speaking from personal experience. This thing does climb decently well. I mean, it does struggle to go up to 2000, 2500 meters in altitude without basically, you know, burning all your speed. But it's not too terrible. I've flown planes with even worse climb rates than this thing. But yeah, unfortunately it doesn't climb as well as the A6M2. So there's something to be careful of when you're flying this thing against Japan. And of course, good turn time, half decent climb rate. So you might be wondering, is this thing pretty paper? The answer is yes, it is actually pretty paper. Not only do you have a really large engine, your wingspans are not really well armored. But the interesting thing is that normally people shoot your wings and hoping that they'll set you on fire. No, that's not gonna happen. You don't have fuels in your wings. Rather, you have fuels in your midsection here, so not a lot of people will actually consider this unless of course they have a nose-mounted autocannon. But the fun part is that since this is at 2.7 at rank 1, the biggest threat to me is the German BF-109 with the autocannons. But the thing is, I've played the 20mm on these early 109s enough times to know that these 20mm are pieces of shit. You'll see in this video what I'm talking about. But yeah, you do get terrored by small arms fire very easily. And now moving on, here's the unfortunate part of this aircraft is the armaments. But you might be wondering, but GM, this has 50 cals, right? Shouldn't they be like, you know, overpowered considering how many times I faced them? Well, here's the thing though. Yes, you do have 50 cals and 2 Browning 50 cals. But here's the thing though. This is the belts that you have for these 50 cals. This is a early low tier American fighter. Like, oh my god, man. This ammo belt choice for these low tier 50 cals is horrible. Especially for IRB. Ground Army maybe not so much, but I wish this could do more. So what we'll be using is the Universal Belt, because it's the best one I can think of. And look at the type of rounds that you have. In the burst of 5 rounds, you have 3 armor-piercing rounds and 1 standard tracer and 1 incendiary. There's no other belt that has any other types of rounds. It's either solid armor-piercing rounds that does nothing but make holes in planes, or a standard tracer bullet that doesn't do anything, or an incendiary bullet that barely scratches the surface and doesn't do anything either. Unfortunately, there's no API, APIT, IT rounds. Yeah, that's about it. And the other belts is really nothing much to look at. Ground targets, not too bad for ground targets, but bring this out in RRB, yeah, you're not gonna have a good time. Tracers, this thing's horrible. It's all in the burst of 4 rounds. You have 3 tracers and 1 solid armor piercing bullet. Like, what's this round gonna do, man? Now you can opt for the stealth belts. You definitely fire more incendiary rounds than armor piercing rounds compared to the universal. But that is if you know what you're doing with 50 cals. If you don't, then this belt is not something I recommend. And to make things worse about the 50 cals is that since this is a low tier aircraft, you can probably see on the top left already, you don't have a lot of rounds in these 50 cals. You only have like 200. 700 rounds per minute, rate of fire. You're gonna burn that 200 rounds very quickly if you're not careful with your shots. Now this aircraft does have a small saving grace, even though it doesn't seem too appealing to most players. You have 4 of these 30 caliber machine guns. And why is this a small saving grace? Well, here's the thing though. In the universal belt, you have, in the burst of 3 rounds, you have tracer, solid armor piercing, and incendiary. So that means you're firing a lot more incendiary rounds than the universal belt of the 50 cals. You'll be surprised. And you'll see this in the video as well. How often these 30 calibers actually come in to save the day and not the 50 cals. And to top it off about the 30 cals, you have 500 rounds per 30 caliber at the rate of 1000 rounds a minute. Seems a little too little for 1000 RPM machine guns, but it's not too bad though, actually. You don't burn ammo that quickly. So yeah, this is why I picked this aircraft and I went into air realistic for the first time. Really good turn time, decent speed, decent climb rate. Everything you want is there for an aircraft. The only downside is the armaments is a little bit lacking compared to later American 50 cals. So there's something to be careful of. Anyway, that's all I gotta say about the plane. Let's get into battle and shoot down everybody I look at. God, these 50 cals don't set things on fire. There we go, there's a fire. Come on, go down. Die to my 30 cows.
Our victory is near.
How did that work? Oh shit on me nuts. I wish I have the entry of Gladiators song for this, but it's all copyrighted. There's the IL-2. I'll take out this guy first. Oh my god, go away! AIs! There we go. Oh my god, these 50 cows don't do shit! How am I gonna find out? No. And that's why I always brake left whenever I take off.
We're ahead of the enemy.
Are you trying to turn fight me, sir? You piece of shit! Yes, please kill him, please kill him. Did you see this coming, did you? Overshot. Nothing personal, I just want this match to end already.
Just keep it up, and victory will be ours.
Ah, shit. Buddy, why? keep turning. You just come in, did you? Just keep turning. Just keep turning. Oh Lord. And if you want to get that guy for me, please. I can't keep this up forever. Oh, now you get him. Play. There's a guy I was worried about.
You're chasing the enemy. Keep it up and victory will be ours.
Why you gotta do this to the F, man? Come on. Targets. You don't see me, buddy. There we go. Oh, these 30 cars don't do shit.